Well, you know, before I talk about anything else on this video tonight, this morning, even, I want to just pay tribute to those people in that photograph. Guys, if you were in Seville last night, if you're watching this in Seville, drop me a message because you were absolutely amazing. You were phenomenal. The way you supported our team out there was just unbelievable. You know, there's a discussion, isn't there, often about, and everybody says it about best fans in the world, greatest fans in the world. But I actually firmly believe that we have the best fans in the world anywhere. The passion, the intensity, the love that they have for our team, and they show going to Seville tonight and showing that passion, that love for our team that helped us to come through that amazing game last night. So, fans, if you're out there, and everyone watching at home, and everyone watching at Edgbaston House, everyone watching everywhere who got behind our boys, you're amazing. You're absolutely phenomenal. Best fans in the world, bar none. Well, it's the morning after the night before. Well, it's actually, you know what, I'll let you in a secret. It's actually still Thursday night, but you've seen this video on Friday because I have to record because I start work early. Anyway, look, last I was absolutely buzzing, guys. It's taken me a while to calm down, in a few drinks as well. But a performance that I think, you know, listening to Philippe Clement's interview after the game, it really did show, first of all, how this team has changed, how this team has become something more than the sum of its parts, something more than what we saw at the start of this season. Philippe Clement talked about his pride in the team today and in the fact that they went out there and weren't afraid, weren't scared, were brave at times they needed to be brave, were tough at times they needed to be tough, and showed that. And Clement was quite clear in his pride for that. And it had to change in how he talks because he's very much talked about, you know, not in terms of being impressed or being proud or been any of those words. He's talked very much about, you know, the team working hard, the team becoming a team, the team, you know, working together, everything like that. But he talked, you know, about if they're brave like that, if they stick together like that, if they play like that every 3 days, as we seem to be doing at this moment in time, they will win an awful lot of games. And what else he said was, and he agreed with the question, and I was actually quite surprised that he agreed with this because you know what he said? He said genuinely that this was a reference point tonight. This is a reference point, and I agree wholeheartedly. You know, there's been so many times in our past few seasons where a reference point has been a failure to follow up on Celtic's slipping up in the league, a failure to beat Celtic in the League Cup finals, in semi-finals, and so on. But tonight, as I said at the start of this week, I said that this was a defining week, not for our manager, but for a lot of our players. Our players have been wholly doubted. I've been massively, massively doubted, you know, by a lot of people. And I think a lot of us tonight wrote off our chances of getting anything out of tonight's game with the squad down to the bare bones, with the squad missing 6-7 players, with the squad missing the likes of Todd Cantwell, Tom Lawrence, Nicholas Raskin, Ryan Jack, Leon Balogun, Danilo, missing all that talent. And yet they went out there and for me, they put in the best performance of this season. They put in a complete 90-minute performance. We went at it from minute one. They've been asking them to do all season. And this needs to be a reference point now. This needs to be a point where this team come together and say, that's what we can do. When we put our minds to it, when we go out there, when we believe, which way is it there? We believe in this crest, when we believe in this shirt, when we believe in this team, this is what we can achieve. That team tonight are no mugs. Yes, they're not world beaters. Of course, they're not Real Madrid. They're not Bayern Munich. But that team had not lost at home in La Liga or in any competition this season. That team held Real Madrid at their stadium on Saturday. Real Madrid containing some of the best footballers in world football, probably one of the best footballers at this moment in time in Jude Bellingham. And we went there and we beat them. And we could have beaten them by more. And if we could bloody defend, we wouldn't have let those 2 goals in. I'm not going to slag the defence off tonight. I don't want to talk about the defence tonight. I will talk about the defence on a video later. I am going to pull that apart and analyse it and look at it and look at the goals we conceded. I will look at that. Do not worry about that. But, you know, Bill Struth was right. I took this comment from X last night, and I think it was Michael's Seafarer. The guy, just an awesome quote. He comes out with some great stuff. This is what Bill Struth said. I am never happier than when the outside world had us beaten before a ball is kicked. For then I know that true greatness of our club will be revealed. That is absolutely spot on. The world had us beaten at Betis last night. The world had us losing that game. Even some of our fans, I think a lot of us had us going to the Conference League after Christmas. But as Bill Struth says in this quote, it's when we're doubted, when people don't think we can do it, that's when you see the true greatness of this club. And I honestly, I know I'm as a Blue Nose, I know people will say this is my biasness talking, but I honestly believe as a club, we are the greatest club in the world, bar none. Because of the belief we have, because of the standards we set, because of the intensity and the passion we play with, we are the greatest club. Maybe not in terms of winning trophy. I'm not talking about, you know, winning European Champions Leagues. I'm talking about ethos, standards, and what we represent, history. And not only that, but class. That's something that a lot of clubs don't have, and we do in abundance. And how many people would have picked that out? How many people would have honestly believed that that would have been the situation at the end of tonight? Yes, possibly back when the group was drawn, people talked about us being top seed, so therefore, yes, we should be winning the group. But if you consider, we gave all 4 of those points to Aris Limassol, the worst team in the group by far. And we gave them their 4 points, yet we still win the group. Played 6, won 3, drawn 2, lost 1. Double over Real Betis. First win on Spanish soil since 1972. I don't think that should be underestimated, what they have achieved tonight in terms of that first win since 72. That is incredible. You know, Rangers teams, even teams that have been considered great Rangers teams, have gone to Spain and lost, and at best drawn, and not succeeded. Yet this team tonight, a team that was absolutely written off. I mean, you look at that starting 11 tonight. Would you honestly, in your heart of hearts, with your head, not your Rangers heart, looking at that side that was named tonight, Butland, Tav, Goldson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Cifuentes, Lammers, McCausland, Seema and Dessers, would you honestly have thought that they could go and beat Betis in their own backyard when they hadn't been beaten all season, when they did so well against Real Madrid at the weekend, with a bench that looked short? You know, a bench with 2 goalkeepers on it, McCrory and Kieran Wright, Suter, Matondo, Sterling, Roof, Devine, Lyle, McKinnon. It was nice to see, obviously, Aaron Lyle and Adam Devine, who still reminds me of Chesney from Coronation Street, on the bench. And I've got to say, that tonight was a masterclass from that man, Philippe Clement. He got that spot on tonight. And you know what? That just shows what appointment we have made. And I'm telling you something now, that lot from across the city are absolutely crapping themselves, because this man has wrung every last bit out of that squad, and he has got them to turn in a performance like that tonight. A mature, brave, tactically astute, perfect performance to get through. And the substitutions he made were perfect. Now, it turns out that Cifuentes came off because he was having a few issues. My God, please, not another injury. But Dujon Sterling, for me, was fabulous when he came on. He did really, really well. He never stopped running. He never stopped battling. He never stopped fighting. He worked so hard tonight, and I thought did very, very well. I'm also going to pay a big tribute to John Lundstrom as well. I thought Big John tonight, and John Lundstrom's someone I've criticised, someone I've slaughtered in the past. I thought he did brilliantly tonight. I thought he fought hard, he worked hard, he ran that engine room, and I thought he was absolutely appallingly treated by the referee tonight, who was appalling, by the way. The way that he was kind of penalised for every decision and everything. And there was a moment when he told the referee to F off, which I thought was very, very funny. But there we go. I'm also going to state as well that this man here, Abdallah Sima, 14th goal this season. What a finish, by the way. Fantastic. Gets his body over it, foot through it. Great finish. Look, whatever they want, pay it. Pay it. He is just fantastic. It wasn't just going forward and running with the ball and attacking the fullback and setting up other chances, which he did. Or it wasn't just the goal he scored. But it was the fact as well. I don't know whether you saw this, guys. You know, we really watched this game last night. He ran back, he covered, he helped out. He worked with Borna Barisic to hold that left-hand side down. He tracked back, something that young Ross McCausland needs to learn in his game. Ross was brilliant going forward. Don't get me wrong. He was direct. He was a breath of fresh air, but he didn't track back very well. And I think he was partly to blame for the 2 goals for not tracking back. But what I would say to Ross McCausland going forward is watch the likes of Abda. Watch how he plays. Look how he tracks back. Look how he works back. Look how hard he works. He doesn't just do the glamorous stuff of running at people, beating them, scoring goals, setting up chances for others. He does the dirty work too. And last night, he did the dirty work perfectly. And I've got to say, where the hell did that goal come from Cyril Dessers? Look, I have absolutely hammered this guy, and we all have. We all have. But that goal, where the hell did that come from? He left the base player on his arse and then put it through the keeper's legs. Phenomenal. And I thought first half, again, he tired in the second half, but the first half, I thought he worked really hard. He was an absolute constant menace to their defenders. He put himself about. He knocked them over. He made them feel so uncomfortable. He even made Pezzela, who's probably one of their best defenders, look an absolute mug at times. I thought it was probably Dessers' best performance for the club. And that's why I put him on the man of the match board for tonight. There is a community tab post on the channel tonight, and last night, and going forward, where you can vote for your man of the match. I think I put Sima, Dessers, McCausland, and Roof down. Yeah, I know Lundstrom had a good game, but for me, those 4 stood out tonight. They're my 4. Please feel free to comment others in the live chat. I'll count them towards that. But look, that was great. And then I was delighted for him. Kemar Roof does what Kemar Roof does. When the ball falls to him, when we need him to put the ball in the back of the net, he puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 3-2. He did what we needed him to do. He started to, I don't know, perhaps repay some of the faith the manager's shown him in trying to get him back to full fitness. Well, guys, look, this is a brilliant night. This is a phenomenal night last night, and I'm buzzing this morning. I'm going to be buzzing, all day with this result. The pride in this team I have is just immense at this moment in time. But look, as I said at the start of the week, this is not about 1 victory or 2 victories. This is about 3 victories for me this week. We go into Sunday against Aberdeen, and now the focus of the channel, the focus of all of us now turns to that game on Sunday. For a lot of us, for a lot of people, it is the most important game of this week, putting a trophy in the cabinet. And I honestly believe if we go out and we play as we did tonight, with the intensity, with the passion, with the tactical ability, with the just sheer quality we showed tonight, we will smash Aberdeen. Absolutely smash them, because we're 10 times the team they are. We have the quality. If we can get this man back, if we can get Jack back, if we can get players like that back as well, that can only serve to enhance this team and make it even better. And let's face it, this man here, his confidence must be absolutely through the roof now. 2 goals in 2 games. Hopefully he can carry that on at Hampden on Sunday. As Philippe Clement said in his interview tonight, this needs to be a reference point for this team whenever they need it, that they can go everywhere and they can win games. He was spot on in that. And that's to start on Sunday. And he even said that in his post-match interview, didn't he? He talked about the fact that now we have to refocus and we have to go again on Sunday. And it has to be a focus for a massive game on Sunday. He's right. He's spot on. And that's what we've got to focus on now. It's all about that League Cup final and taking that trophy back to Ibrox and really relaunching this team as the main force in Scotland. Well, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you can smash the sub, I'd really appreciate it. Help us get to our 4K target. Thank you for your phenomenal support on the live stream last night and on the reaction video. Unbelievable. You don't know what it means to me. It really does. This channel means everything to me. I love this channel. I love talking Rangers. I love this club. I just can't get enough of it. It is everything to me. And whatever I say on this channel, I always mean. Yes, sometimes I do overreact. Yes, sometimes I do say daft stuff because of the passion and love I have for this club. But guys, if you can, on the way out, smash the like and never, ever forget we are the people.